Hey everybody. Today's video we are going to be looking at this brand new deck that I just started playing and has actually gotten me into Master 1. So I'm going to show you a couple of replays. I am currently at 49-48. I was going to try to hit 5,000 on this video, but then I thought, as I'm still new at the whole talking and playing thing, I kind of want to be able to focus. So if I hit 5,000, I'll probably make a video on that. But I just want to show you guys this deck. I play similar decks, like simply because I'm not a pay-to-play person. I mean, I've paid some, but not much. So I switched out. Basically, I switched out the lumberjack with. Oh no, I put him in instead of the giant skeleton. And at first I was going, well, that's a little. I mean, I don't really have a big tank, and I was afraid that was going to be an issue, and then I'm like, well, what if I put the freeze in instead of the zap? And it's actually worked really well, because you get these big pushes, you can drop the lumberjack, freeze it, or you can drop the wizard, freeze it, and it's worked well. I'll show you the replays. You guys can see I've been playing some 2v2 as well. I'll go. Let's see. So this first match. So we're facing a Lava Hound. This one of your Lava Hound decks doesn't have the balloon, which is a tough matchup, but actually I do pretty good against the... If it's just a Lava Hound deck and doesn't even have the balloon, good luck beating this deck, because you've got a freeze, you've got the wizard, you've got the fireball, you've got the inferno. The inferno is still, your main card. So he starts off, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way, because now I can, I was hoping my wizard would stay alive, then I could drop the hog off in front. But now, and I predicted his placement. I just maxed my goblins this morning, so I dropped the hog off, which he had something to counter it, so I considered freezing that. Oh, I did freeze it because I didn't think he would be able to drop that off in time, but he did, and that's where I hit him with the well played. And so here's the thing though, like, I drop off the wizard, and the wizard's really good against stuff like that, because the Inferno Dragon takes a long time to heat up, and the Mega Minion's not going to get there in time to do anything. So I've got a full health wizard. I decided to drop off the lumberjack in front, and he's got a max baby dragon, but max baby dragon's not going to do too much. If you put a baby dragon one-on-one with a wizard, baby dragon better be a couple levels higher to have a chance. Now I've got the rage from the lumberjack and my hog with the goblins in there sweeping up the skeletons, and he's down to 761 and it's done 350 damage on it. So we're looking spectacular right now. And so I've got the wizard in there. I think I just let him go. Yeah, I did. And now bats. If they don't have a zap, bats are spectacular, which in the video, top 10 zap is like the #1 card, but still. Now I had put that there. It ended up working out really well. I should have, if I had known he was going to do that, I probably would have placed farther back, but I'm glad I didn't, because, well, I mean, you can see it, cleaned it up, and that's where I like the wizard, especially if they don't have a lightning, and you don't see much lightning anymore with the nerf to all of the spells. And, I mean, really, RG decks are your most, RG decks are maybe Lava Loon decks, but he's not a Lava Loon, so I jumped in there with a Rage Hog. Using the Rage off the Lumberjack is big, because you can defend, and you don't have to do it every time. You're going to see in one video where I think I brought up Lumberjack and he thought I was going to go with Hog, so he defended super heavy. Well, I just used the Wizard, mopped it all up, and then went in and ended up winning that game. So, yeah, he just gave up. I don't know, probably shouldn't have sent the Hog. I was just, I was excited. I shouldn't have rubbed it in, but anyway, so got a good win. I mean, this guy 49-15, which at the time was higher than my highest. This guy, like, surprised me. You don't see level 11s very often. I was on level 11. He must have a bunch of stuff maxed out. And I mean, he had some, but he's just a really good player. I'll give him that. I think he still had more max cards than I do, but I mean, I do have a higher crown tower, so we're both just starting slow. I sat on full for a little bit, which was never great, but I was just trying to see what he was going to do. So when I saw him drop, basically, if you see an RG, you better be expecting them to drop minions. It's 75% of the time, I would say, it's going to happen. So I took a little bit of damage there, but he still doesn't know I have the Inferno, and so I was going, eh. Now I dropped the Hog in the Rage, and I had originally thought he was a Mortar deck, but then when he dropped the RG, I went, oh, okay, maybe not. But usually when you see split archers like that in the back, you go, it's probably an RG. And so I was a little surprised and then he dropped the Mortar, and I was going, oh, okay, that kind of confused me, but it works out because I can defend a Mortar, especially with the decreased range, that the nerf to it, it's way easier to defend. So we're just doing the same exact thing. This time I start the wizard to the right because I figured he would probably do that. He zapped Fireball to kill it. I think I just used the Lumberjack to distract a little bit, and I'm going to try to come in with the Hog, I believe. Kind of depends. Yeah, I come right in with the Hog. Now I've got the freeze set up. I decide to use the Fireball because freezing would not. You gotta know when to use the freeze. I do defensive freeze almost as much as I do offensive freeze. Now at this point we're losing. Like, we're down to a level 11, and I'm sitting here going, I'm not gonna let a level 11 beat me. So he does the same exact thing. This time I freeze it. I drop minions, or not minions, bats on him. And he has the zap. I really don't know why he used it. I think he was trying to not use it on the bats on the tower. He should have just used it on the bats. But so, okay. So he does this. A level 3 Lumberjack can kill level 12 with one hit. But it cannot kill, and I predicted Fireball, and he did. He placed him right in there, so I got the damage. And that was great. But if you get maxed like goblins, then a level 3 Lumberjack will not one-shot him. He will, the Spear Gobs, but not the actual main. So I have him like 6 out of 10. Once I get him to 4, I'll be fine. He'll be able to one-shot everything. Now at this point, I got a Rage. I've got this. I freeze it, and I'm pretty sure that was game. I had the Fireball ready. He zapped, didn't quite kill it. I was going to Fireball, and he killed it. So I'm sitting here going, I just hit 4,900. And my clanmates went crazy. It was awesome. And so I'm freaking out going, I finally did it. Because I had been stuck at 48-28 since I was a level 11. And as a level 10, I made it up to like 45-95 or something. So that's kind of when I started upgrading whenever I got gold, just to try to get myself leveled up. And so instead of focusing just on upgrading my deck that I used, I started upgrading just whatever I could that I might use. And that gives me the option to run a few more decks instead of just running one deck. And so then yesterday I got up to 48.99. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I lost a couple. I lost 3 in a row. And my friend's like, hey, Ryan, you need to just take a break. Come back to it tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So then this morning I get up and I win 2 in a row, and they're watching, he's like, get it, and so I got it. Then I didn't even mean to jump into this last battle here. I was trying to do a 2v2, and then I realized, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to drop that at 4,900. Well, let's just watch. So I'm going to go I'm going to go single speed, because I want to be able to explain. So he drops a Hog off, max Hog. I drop the Inferno. He drops that. If I had the Elixir, I would have Fireballed it, but I didn't. The thing I really like about having max Goblins now is that they can't one-shot my Goblins anymore. I should have dropped the Wizard. I was hoping to get away with just Goblins. It was a really bad move. and I ended up losing. Yeah, you see, I said oops. So it's like oops, that was a mistake. So I started off really poorly, and I'm going great. I'm gonna fall out. I made a big mistake. But here's the thing: you do enough things right, you're gonna win. So I dropped the lumberjack, and I made another mistake. I'm playing desperate at the moment. I'm trying to get a quick strike, and then I was like, I just need to calm down. I need to focus. I dropped my goblins. He's got arrows. I'm surprised he didn't use them, honestly. And then I kill his musketeer. And so right now I'm not gonna try to add anything into that. I need to just take deep breath. And he drops RG, and I'm going, oh, that's gonna be tough to defend because I have an Inferno. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna push. And I was hoping to catch him. Didn't. It almost worked, but it didn't. And so now I'm in a world of hurt. Like, I'm about to lose. And I went, yeah. So I'm like, I gotta drop the wizard and it's a really good thing I did because he dropped minions trying to predict my Inferno. So I kill it, barely. I don't know if it does 268. I think it's really close to that. Since it's maxed, I think his is maxed. I think it probably would. I freeze, and I'm sitting here, and I'm just going to town. And I don't think I'd shown my freeze all game. That's the thing, is if you don't need to use your freeze early on, it's better to save it. Now he's pushing, oh no, I dropped, okay. I was trying to switch, I accidentally dropped the lumberjack. I didn't actually mean to do that. I was not attempting to do that, but, so I lost that tower. I'm playing really nervous right now because I didn't expect to be going into this match, and then I just was like, oh, shoot, I just jumped into a match, didn't mean to. So I decided to drop the hog, to get the freeze ready. I was hoping to freeze. I was hoping that he would be hitting the musketeer, but he wasn't, unfortunately. Splash wasn't quite doing it, but then when she steps in, so I went, okay, that went well. Like, I'm not doing too bad. He's gonna try to quick push. I dropped the bats down to kill the bomber there. I killed that. I think I dropped the lumberjack to finish off the ice wizard, which I wasn't worried about its damage, but I needed the lumberjack to go in, and so I had to kill it first. And here's where I'm gonna pause it. I dropped the lumberjack, and he's sitting here thinking, oh, he's gonna hog freeze, And I went, why? No, I'm not going to. And the reason was I didn't have enough elixir to truly do everything I wanted. And so I'm better off just dropping him off and then defending. And then going in. And sure enough, he dumped a whole bunch of elixir into this. And so, unfreeze it. Now he's sitting here. He tries to drop a hog. I fireball that. I put down goblins because I've got plenty of tower health. I didn't have to freeze it. Now I go in with the lumberjack hog freeze. And once I did that, I freeze it. I didn't worry about the ice wizard. He doesn't do enough damage. And he did well play, and I hit him with thanks. And I'm sitting here going, I came out with the win. You saw I started poorly. I mean, not like the worst, but I started off fairly bad. So to be able to come out with a win, and that's my girlfriend. Yes, she's. But yeah, so I mean, he's at 49.99. So I mean, he's good. Like some of the guys I've been facing, I faced another 5600 guy yesterday. I'm seeing, well, I'm at 49.48, so obviously I'm having to face guys that are at least 4,900. I'm facing a lot of guys in the low to like 5,200, 51, I'm facing a lot of, and I honestly think with how much success I've been having with this deck, I've won 3 straight in 1v1 with this deck. I really think I can hit 5,000 before the end of the season, which I think is in 7 days. I have 8 days almost to do it, and so I wouldn't be surprised at all if I hit 5,000. I think it's a really good deck. I mean, I think you guys should try it. It's 3.8, but you're not going to be able to compete cycling necessarily with like those 2-point-something decks, but the freeze, make sure you don't have to. A combo between the Inferno and the freeze, you don't have to compete with those 2.8 with the cycle. You can just freeze it and kill it off. As long as you know, now that I have my goblins max level and I don't have to worry about them being zapped or something, it allows me to not have to worry about that, because I can drop it off without them being killed by a max zap. So this deck has been really good for me. I'm about to get my wizard max, and I mean, then my 2 main sap and fireball cards are going to be not able to be killed like that. You're going to have to either sap and fireball or something like that. I'm really excited. I was really excited to finally hit it, because I'd been plateaued for so long. I had not been able to beat my 48-28, and I was a level 12 now, and so I'm going to keep playing, and hopefully I hit 5,000 and post another video for you guys.